What is up, everybody? What is going on? Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties here, guys. I don't know what happened there. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. So everybody's going to have to bounce over here. Okay, so basically what happened was it was 12 noon. No, we're starting right now. We're starting right now, guys. It just said 1 p.m. I did that super quick. And it just put 1 p.m. up there, but we are back in the building right now. I don't know what is going on with this damn thing. Okay, so it was 12 noon, and I hit start streaming, and then I looked at OBS, and I wasn't there. It was my background, but I wasn't there. I'm like, what the hell is going on with my camera? So for some weird reason, I'm having like issues with my camera now. Also, this is like, it's saying bad. It's saying bad in terms of YouTube, like the stream quality and everything. Man, welcome to my world, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what is going on. Like, why can't I just have a regular freaking situation here? Why does shit got to be crazy? So now I've got two popped out chats, and I don't even know which one is which. Okay, let's see which one of these popped out chats is good. I don't even know. Oh, what a mess. Okay, there we go. Okay, Kevin Mars, what a mess. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got it. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, kind of choppy on the stream. Okay, yeah, it's saying okay now. It's finally saying okay. What is going on, man? What is this? Why? Why is this going on? Dear Lord, what have I done? What have I done to offend you, my Lord? Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and let's start it over from scratch, bruh. Let's start things over. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to VR365 Live. Yes, we are on episode 64 of the show. We are back in the building. Will the real chat please stand up? That is DickieBoy23. And Jay Pace says, this is the real chat. Charles Van Nolan is saying, take the red pill. Kev Gretz says, gremlins. Yeah, I don't know. What happened? What happened, Shiny Robot? I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened was, as I started the stream, and I looked at my camera, and I did not exist. I did not exist. It had my background, but I wasn't there. And my camera didn't have a light on it. Something has been going weird with my camera, which is something I've just noticed today. Just today, I've noticed some weird issues with my camera. Hopefully, it'll stay up and running. I don't know what kind of weirdo problems I'm having. I'm having lots of PC problems. Okay, so anyway, let me go ahead and get to my notes here. I'm going to try to do the best show I can do today, guys. But if this show crashes and burns, do not be the least bit surprised. I mean, it's very possible that I could talk for another 2 or 3 minutes and then all of a sudden black everywhere. Because my Rift will go black, these monitors will go black, everything will go black. I don't know what is going on, guys. I don't know what's going on. No, this is not a green screen. This is not a green screen. I can walk out that door right there. Do you guys want me to walk out that door? This is not a green screen. This is just crazy. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the first story I have for you guys, is PC problems. Yes, I've had them. PC problems. That's what happened. Like, where was I yesterday? A lot of people probably wondering, what the hell is going on? Why wasn't there a show yesterday? And what happened, folks, is I woke up yesterday. I started looking at some of the news. I was really excited by a lot of the news that I saw. Like, a lot of it looked really good. There was some interesting stuff that was happening. And I went over to my computer and I thought, you know what? Oh, I've got a great idea. I know what my thumbnail image is going to be. I'm going to make a brand new thumbnail image and I'm going to call it, the name of the show is going to be Vive Cosmos Secrets Revealed, you know, and it was going to be this awesome show. And I went into my room, this room here, got onto my computer. Well, I tried to get onto my computer, and both of my screens, okay, Kevin Mars wants me to open it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to open the door, guys, for you live on camera. Hold on one second. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to open the door. Never mind. I'm not going to open the door live on camera. But it's a real door. Let me see. Is there something I can throw over there? Okay. See this? This is the Hardy Boys, the Missing Chums. Don't ask me why this book is here, but watch. See that door over there? I'm going to toss it over by the door. Look at this magical green screen trick that I've done. See it? See it? It's real, guys. It's real. It's real. But anyways, okay, let's just go back. Let's get back to what we were talking about here. Okay, so I had a great idea for a show yesterday. I had a really good show idea and a good thumbnail, and all of that was going to be good. And I went over here to my computer, and both of my monitors were dark. And I was like, what's the deal? Why are my monitors dark? And I tried to, like, you hit your keyboard, you wiggle your mouse, whatever, and it was just dead. It was dead. Okay, so then what I had to do was I restarted my computer. I went ahead and restarted it, and then my computer was back up and running. Fluke says, wow, that's some great green screen CGI with that book. Yeah, look at the book is still there. I mean, that's some really good CGI, right? And it's standing up, like how it's like standing up vertically. How amazing is that? But so I restarted my computer, and I thought, okay, well, this is just a temporary setback. I'm going to restart the computer. Everything will be fine, right? Restarted my computer, no internet access, like no internet access whatsoever. And my computer was basically saying, it was acting like I didn't have like a network card in my computer, or I didn't have the right driver, or all of these kinds of things. It was just bonkers, man. And then so I hopped onto the Discord server. Now here's what I want to tell you guys about our Discord server. This is why you should join Discord and come over to our server every once in a while, because you can go into our off-topic server, and there's probably like 600 messages that are in there that started yesterday at around, I don't know, maybe it was around like 9:45 a.m. or something, my time, Pacific time. And I was working with a lot of people over there. I was working with a lot of people on Discord. Crunchy helped me out in a major way. Crunchy is in chat. Much love to Crunchy. Like, he was really working with me over many, many hours trying to figure out what the deal is with my PC and going through different, basically different kind of tests, test this out, test that out, all these kinds of things, right? And Crunchy was working with me, Main Fan, all kinds of people were working with me yesterday in the Discord server. And it's funny, it is hilarious, because you can read the entire thing. You could read the entire thing from beginning to end, and it's like a roller coaster ride, because at one point the suggestion was, okay, take out your 1080 Ti out of there, take it out of that computer, put it into your old computer, take your 970 from your old computer, put it into this new computer. We were doing some different tests, right? And I was trying to take my 1080 Ti out of my new computer, and I couldn't get it out. It was stuck. I screwed it up, and then I almost went into a panic. It was just crazy. But you guys can read the entire thing. You can go through like hours and hours of all the different comments back and forth, how crazy it was. And that is why you want to join our Discord server. And basically, you can go into the show notes of this show and all of our shows, and there will be an invitation to our Discord server, and then you can see me panic in real time, and you can see me think that I just flushed like $420 down the drain, 415, whatever I happen to pay for this used 1080 Ti. And gee, you kind of get what you pay for, right? Maybe that's part of it. I still don't know what my PC issues are. I'll tell you guys, this is what happened real quick. Since we're on the subject, here's what happened. I was playing Seeking Dawn. I went into Seeking Dawn and I was playing some Seeking Dawn, and I'm playing the game. Everything's fine, you know, I'm playing the game. I'm playing Seeking Dawn, Seeking Dawn, Seeking Dawn. And then bam, everything just went black in my headset. It was like somebody shut the power off, or like our power just went out. I actually thought we had a power failure. And so I'm wearing my Rift headset. Everything went black, no sound, no nothing. I pulled up the headset, looked around. My PC was still, a laser light show was still happening from my PC. It's got a million different lights that are going on. That was still working, but my monitors were black. My monitors were dark, so there was nothing on either monitor. My headset went dark, didn't know what the hell was going on, so I went into a straight up panic for a second there. And then basically I couldn't restart the computer, Control-Alt-Delete, like nothing was working. And so I actually had to pull the plug. This is the first ever time I've pulled the plug on this computer. Certainly won't be the last. I think we've all had to pull the power plug. Great marketing for Seeking Dawn. Yeah, I think we've all had to pull a power plug every now and then. I pulled the power plug and restarted the computer. My computer was back up and running. But this was kind of later in the evening, and I decided, you know what, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll wake up tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. And that was yesterday morning. I woke up, got to my computer, was excited to do the show. Black screens, things aren't working, no internet access. And you know what? I spent basically all day, all afternoon, trying all these different things, and I'm still nowhere further to having this PC situation solved. Because I put the 1080 Ti in my... at first, I thought my 1080 Ti was dead. Put it into my old computer. It worked in my old computer. I played Tea Time Golf in flat mode. It seemed to work fine. Then I put my 1080 Ti back into my new computer, and I thought, well, let me go back into Seeking Dawn, right? That would make a lot of sense. Let me go back into Seeking Dawn. Played Seeking Dawn for about an hour. Bam, same thing happened. Black screens everywhere, dead. I don't know what's going on. So I might have some kind of, you know, maybe the 1080 Ti has a problem. Maybe it's some kind of Oculus problem. Maybe it's a Seeking Dawn problem. I don't know. Seeking Dawn is on an Oculus account. I was not using Steam. I did a little Let's Play last night of Contractors. I just whipped that up really quick. That was not like a... You know, I just did it for the hell of it, kind of a Let's Play on Contractors. That worked. That was in Steam. It wasn't using Oculus. I don't know what my problem is, but you know what? You guys really don't care, and neither do I anymore. Let's forget all about that, and let's get to some news. Okay, so one of the first stories of the day is, I don't know if you guys have heard this, and yeah, everybody has an opinion of what is going wrong. It's malware bytes, it's rogue processes, it's a driver issue. You got to reseat your graphics card, bruh. You got to reseat it. It's the power cables. There's like 100 different things that could possibly happen. So let's just forget about it. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to pretend like my computer is beautiful. Everything is working great. And everything is fine and nothing is a problem. I'm just not going to play Seeking Dawn anymore, all right? But anyway, let's go to our first story of the day. The first story of the day, Oculus Rift, $349.99. So apparently this is now official, right? Because I saw it on Upload VR. The Oculus Rift is $349.99, right? Okay, well, let's go to our Webby browser. Let's go to our Webby browser here. That is an AR story that we'll get to a little bit later. But let's go over here, Oculus Rift. Get into the best of VR for $399. I thought it was $349. What happened here? Okay, well, actually, if you go to the details of this Oculus Rift price drop, basically the new pricing is going to roll out over the next week or so. So I guess, you know, this just happens to be get into the best of VR. Let me refresh this. Let's see, does it change? Let's try to refresh it. No, it still says $399. Okay, so over the next week or so, apparently the Oculus Rift is going to be priced at $349.99. Now, this is not a super, super major news story. You might be wondering, why is this the lead story when we've got all kinds of different things that are going on in the VR and AR worlds? And the reason this is the lead story is because it's easy and I can do it real fast and then get into other stuff. But the other reason for it is this is actually kind of important. You know, this is a $349.99 standard price. So you know what that means, kiddies. You know what that means? That means that it's occasionally going to go on sale for $299. Yes, occasionally the Oculus Rift is going to go on sale for $299, and that is a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of people, you know, $299 is a psychological kind of a price point where some people, they are fence sitting like a mofo, but you drop that price to $299 and it changes everything. And so now that we are officially at $349, you could possibly drop it to $299. It is a big deal. The other question here is, what about HTC? I mean, obviously we're talking about the HTC Vive Pro Eye, and we're talking about Vive Cosmos, and we still have the regular Vive, your standard issue Vive, right? Well, now that the Rift has dropped $50, this might put a little bit more pressure, especially when the Rift goes on a temporary sale for $299. That's going to be, you know, it's going to put more pressure on. And, you know, we remember what happened with the Odyssey Plus. Remember when the Odyssey Plus was on sale for $299 for a while there? Tons of people ran out there and jumped and grabbed it, and that is because of that psychological thing with that $299 price. So I think this is actually kind of a big deal. Rift is now $350. I just think it would be nice if maybe Oculus could change all of their websites and get everything figured out and get everything figured out as far as that goes. Okay, let's go into story number 2. So story number 2, I'm going to go ahead and grab a new trailer here. I know you guys love the trailer that's on the screen right now, but I'm sorry, I got to take that off. It's so unfortunate. But let's go to story number 2. And, you know, there used to be this company called Meta. Do you guys remember this? Let's listen for a second.
I tried the Meta development kit, and I was completely blown away.
Let's take a look at this for just a couple of seconds.
The best augmented reality heads-up display that I've experienced.
That's Will.i.am, y'all.
There was something
that is Will.i.am
special about this experience that you can't quite articulate, and you just have to do it.
It's definitely here, and it's definitely real.
I'm emotional because I've never seen a product like this.
Yes, so why are we talking about Meta, ladies and gentlemen? I'm emotional. You gotta love that. I'm so emotional. I've never seen a product like that. Okay, so here's the deal with Meta, folks. Meta is apparently dead. Yes, unfortunately, we have lost potentially an interesting AR headset that could have been coming down the line, but apparently Meta is dead. Basically, they're closing doors. There was a patent infringement lawsuit that was brought on them by Genedix LLC. And, you know, a lot of Meta executives have been leaving Meta, like their chief financial officer left them. A bunch of other high bigwig guys have left. And then if you go to like their website, like you used to be able to buy the Meta 2, you used to be able to order it. Like it's all gonzo. So basically what we're doing here is this is Meta 2. It is no more, unfortunately. So bye-bye Meta 2. So I just wanted to mention that really quick. I mean, not a big deal here, but you know, we were kind of following Meta 2. It really did have that bulbous design. When we think about HoloLens and, you know, Magic Leap 1, one of the things that I've always said about HoloLens is it kind of has this bulbous look on the front of it, and Meta was even worse. Meta was actually much worse. in terms of that bulbous look. But now it is no more. It's unfortunate. I never want to see a company go under like this, but companies are going to go under. This is the way it happens. Lots of them are going to go under. So there is Meta 2, or Meta, the company's name is Meta. They are no more, apparently. Okay, so now the big story, well, this was going to be the big story of yesterday, and I know it's kind of old news at this point, but we still got to get into it on this show. And that, of course, is the Qualcomm reference design. And apparently, see, the big story here with this Qualcomm reference design is this could be the information that we really wanted to get in regards to the Vive Cosmos. This could be some of our unanswered questions about Vive Cosmos. And so what I've done is I've taken a few photos out there and also some video of the previous Acer OHO 500, because basically that's what this Qualcomm reference design, like the pictures they're showing you, is the new Acer OHO or YoHo or Yo Bro. What, I don't know what they're calling it. I think it's the Acer OHO, but like when you watch the commercials for it, they say YoHo, so I don't know. But this is the new Qualcomm design. I made a little montage real quick with a terrible hip-hop beat behind it, so why don't we go ahead and pop this on the screen real quick and check this out. Yeah, so here's some Qualcomm pictures, the real 5G. This is at CES. Yes, they are there. The Snapdragon 855 is in the building. And here we have the Snapdragon 855 with that 5G sweetness. You gotta love it. And here it is. This is the new reference design. This is the Acer OHO YoHo YoBro 500. And there's another picture of the Acer OHO 500, the new revised version of the Acer OHO 500. This is another one inside the screens. Inside. Now, these pictures are Road to VR, so much love to Road to VR there. And this is the original trailer. This was the original trailer that we got for the Acer OHO 500, which is kind of this next level Windows Mixed Reality, kind of like a revision of Windows Mixed Reality, like a follow-up. This is what this headset was going to be. And we heard about this. We heard about the Acer OHO, like, what was it, November of 2018 is when we found out about this, but we hadn't heard anything else in quite some time. And it does have the flip-up design, just like this new reference design that Qualcomm has. Of course, that one, you could pop it off, and it works with a phone there and all of that sort of thing. You can adjust the IPD, and they'll talk about how you can use it with Steam and all of these sorts of things. I really do like that design, how it pops off right there. I don't know that the Vive Cosmos is going to actually do that. This is the soft strap. It also has a hard strap, and they talk about how you can get a lot of VR games on Steam, and you can do your tracking and all that thing. So that is the Acer OHO 500. Now you can see the resolution is a little bit different than what we're looking at with this new reference design that we're seeing here. We only have a handful of pictures. It, of course, is over on the Road to VR website. But yeah, Qualcomm is doing big things. If you invest in stock, maybe you want to grab a few shares of Qualcomm. The next time Trump opens his mouth and the stock market goes tumbling down, maybe grab some Qualcomm when it's near its 52-week low and then ride it all the way, baby. Okay, but let's go ahead. We'll switch over to our Webby browser window. Let's go ahead and check this story out. Now, this was on Road to VR, so I am going to switch over here. And this is it right here. So, new smartphone tethered Qualcomm headset, 2 times the pixels of the Vive Pro. And I do have a lot of facts on this. I was going to make up a little thing that I would pop on the screen that would have all the facts, but I didn't do that. But anyway, here's some of the facts. Qualcomm has worked with HTC before on the Vive Focus. The Vive Focus was basically based on Qualcomm's previous VR reference design, which was based around the Snapdragon 835. That's basically what the Vive Focus was. It was one of those reference designs from Qualcomm. Qualcomm now is showing off their newest prototype of the Acer Oho 500 headset, which seems to be based on this new tetherable design for use with Snapdragon 855 devices. Qualcomm's new reference design features a USB-C connector, which can be connected to a smartphone or possibly a PC as well. The new Acer Oho has a flip-up hinge, just like Cosmos. Gee, how convenient. It has detachable headphones, just like Cosmos, and the detachable headphones are nearly identical. Nearly identical. In fact, if we scroll down here, look at some of these pictures here. Look at those headphones. They look almost absolutely identical to how it is on the new Vive Focus. Looks almost absolutely identical. Now, obviously on the new Vive Focus, you got a camera here, camera there, you got the side camera. This one doesn't have the side camera. It does look like it still might have that detachable design on this new Acer Oho, but the resolution is a big deal here too, because the resolution is being bumped up 2160 by 2160, and that is for each of these screens, right? Each screen is 2160 by 2160. That is compared to the Vive Pro, which is 1440 by 1600. Also, we're talking about RGB displays here, which you get that extra subpixel. Now, we knew about some of this stuff. Now, one of the things they were saying, Road to VR, Ben Lang, I believe he was saying here that when he was looking at this reference design, this Acer Oho reference design, that it kind of looked like it was smaller, like the FOV might only be around 85 degrees, which that is a real Debbie Downer. I don't know why they're going down to 85 degrees. That doesn't make a ton of sense. And of course, what did they do? What were they connecting it here? They were connecting it to this device right here, which is basically, where is it? It's a Qualcomm MTP 8150, which includes a Snapdragon 855 in there. It also includes some 5G related stuff. Now, basically what that is that is a little device that they use until it's before it gets miniaturized into an actual phone. So it's kind of a big, bulky kind of a thing, but it's what they use for testing. And so this particular MTP 8150, it was basically driving this reference design. It was connected to it. It was driving the experience in terms of the Snapdragon 855. Now, another thing that we found out here is that Qualcomm, they set up a local 5G network to stream volumetric video from Next VR to this Acer Oho headset. Now, what I didn't find out, like, we didn't get a lot of information from this, and I know this happened yesterday. I don't know if anybody else got any other information about this, but what I didn't find out is, does this Acer Oho, does it have a 5G modem built inside it? Does it have, like, were they streaming wirelessly, or were they streaming, or was it working like this? Was the 5G local network was sending the signal to the MTP 8150, which has the Snapdragon 855, and it has the 5G modem in there, and then that was tethered to the headset, and it was feeding all that information to the headset with the USB-C cable. And so it was basically streaming this volumetric video, but it was really streaming it to the phone. Or is there a 5G modem in the Acer Oho reference design? And I don't know what the answer is. I'm going to assume that it does not have a modem in there. I'm going to assume that it was streaming to that device, and then the device was sending the information to the Acer Oho headset. Okay, Cosmos is likely going to pair with an unannounced HTC phone that will include a Snapdragon 855 and a 5G modem. Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of this story at the end, is basically Ben Lang is basically saying, look, do you want some information about the Vive Cosmos? Well, here it is. It basically was unveiled in a roundabout way via Qualcomm, via this reference design where they're showing off this Acer, but that this is basically what is pretty much the Vive Cosmos. If you snapped a camera right there and you snap a camera on the other side, that is basically the Vive Cosmos. And so we're kind of getting a bit of an idea here about what's going on, because it appears to be a situation where the reason we don't have a lot of information from HTC is their phone isn't ready. The phone that is going to have the Snapdragon 855, the phone that is going to have the 5G modem, it's not ready right now. So when they showed their little Vive Cosmos clip and they had that little dark phone in there, but they didn't announce what phone, you know, what phone is going to work with this? How is this going to work? The other shoe to drop is there's going to be an HTC flagship phone that is probably going to have a Snapdragon 855. It's probably going to have a 5G modem. And then when that phone is ready, when that phone is done, and when they're ready to unveil that phone, then they will come out and reintroduce Cosmos and break the whole thing down for us. That basically Cosmos has been designed to work with this specific HTC phone. I'm guessing it will also work potentially with other phones that are at this new level, that have a Snapdragon 855, they have the 5G modem in there, and they have the USB-C connector that can then connect to the Vive Cosmos. And so that's probably what we're looking at. And then in terms of the resolution, I mean, we got to hope that this is the sharpest screens ever. You know, HTC was saying it includes our sharpest screens ever. Well, hell yes, if this has the resolution of 2160 by 2160, even though it is LCD, it would definitely be their sharpest screens ever. It would be a hell of an improvement right there. And also, of course, the 3 subpixels and all of that. So, Vive Focus, have the secrets been revealed? I don't know, kind of, but that was going to be my show yesterday. Of course, that didn't happen. Okay, now let me go ahead and look over at chat. Let's see what some of the people are talking about this. Hussein X says, I like the idea of tethering to a phone. Why pay twice for a Snapdragon? Also, makes the headset a hybrid for PCs, a cheaper kind of a hybrid. LG VR did a tether to phone headset, but VR was abandoned completely. Okay, Shiny Robot says, I've canceled my 5K plus pre-order. I might go for Cosmos. I loved my Vive. Well, you know, I mean, here's the deal. If this Cosmos does have this 2160 by 2160, hell, even if it doesn't, Acer, baby. Acer got it, so we can jump on the Acer bandwagon. Of course, Acer doesn't have those cameras on the side, though, so I don't know how good their inside-out tracking is going to be. But yeah, we'll have to see how that all works out. Hussein X says, MRTV showcased OHO. It was tethered to an external 5G modem. Okay, yeah, a little bit of a Debbie Downer there. I kind of look forward, because the problem is, if the modem is outside of the headset, then you got a wire going to your headset. Why are we doing this? Like, I thought we were now moving to these, like, wireless things. Like, I thought that was the goal. Let's go wireless, okay? And so if we could put a 5G modem in the actual headset itself, then if you have some incredible volumetric video that is going to change the world, like Intel was talking about a year ago at their CES presser, a year ago they were talking about fractals everywhere and how they created this gigantic, incredible sound stage that is basically going to do volumetric video, basically creating pixels out of real moving videos so that you can view the video from any possible angle. And this is supposed to be revolutionary. It's going to change the entire game. This is the future, this volumetric video, 6 DOF video. We've heard Alvin Wang Graylin talk about 6 DOF video is out there. He's seen samples of it already. It is a game changer, but it needs 5G, and it needs the 5G modem built into the actual headset itself. Otherwise, we're running cables. So we're going to be running a cable to a phone in our pocket, but we're still running a goddamn cable. But hey, the nice thing though is this: if you're running a cable to a phone that's in your pocket, at least you don't have wires tying you back to a PC. So that would be a benefit from that standpoint. Okay. I'm going back. I'm looking at some more things that people are saying here in chat. Shirzad Khan City said, didn't Acer own Star VR? Yes, they do own, I believe, like a 60-something percentage of Star VR. And remember, they gave Star VR basically like a 90-day period of time to figure everything out. And if Star VR doesn't figure it out by then, they're basically moving on. And it's possible that this is part of the reason, because they got this new reference design. They don't feel like they need to go with Star VR anymore. Not really sure. Okay, what if Cosmos comes with a phone for a big premium? I seriously doubt they'll do that. Now, could they possibly have a package that includes the phone and the headset, and maybe you're getting like $200 off if you bought them separately? Sure, they might do that, but they will come out with the headset a la carte. You can pretty much bank on that. Let's see. Hussein X says, Acer Oho has 2K per eye LCD. MRTV confirmed it with staff at CES. Yeah. So, you know, these are some of the topics that some people are talking about that. Hussein X says, Snapdragon 835 doesn't support 5G, so needed modem. Also ideas to tether 5G smartphone, which you put in a pocket. Yeah, we kind of talked about that. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of like, what have we found out here in regards to Vive Cosmos? Do we know a lot more because of this information? Well, we know a little bit more. I think we know a little bit more. I mean, I believe it sounds like what we're looking at here is if you buy a Vive Cosmos, for us that are PC VR gamers, what it means is we're going to be running a USB-C cord all the way to our PC. This is going to be a tethered headset, but it's going to have the inside-out tracking, so you're not going to need lighthouses. You got to hope the inside-out tracking is very robust. And then you're also going to be able to get different phones that potentially, I don't think are going to be limited to just an HTC phone. I think you will be able to choose from a range of phones, but they're all going to have to be at this particular level with the Snapdragon 855 and the 5G modem paired with it. So that's kind of what we're looking at the Vive Cosmos. And then if the resolution is what the resolution is for this Acer, that is pretty incredible. That would take it to a premium VR headset that doesn't have this expanded FOV that we're seeing in some of these other headsets, but it still would be prime time. Like, this would be a headset that a lot of us could really consider, because this is a jump up. This is a jump ahead of the Samsung Odyssey Plus and the HTC Vive Pro. This is definitely a jump up in terms of the resolution. Of course, the other shoe to drop is pricing. What the hell is going to be the pricing? Okay, so let's go ahead and get to a different topic. Let's go to nreal, baby. nreal. AR glasses are coming at you. So now, here's the deal on the nreal. Wouldn't it be nice if I can go to a beautiful trailer all about nreal AR? Wouldn't that be nice? Unfortunately, there is no such trailer. Yes, if you are a company that has a new shiny product, make a goddamn trailer and put it on YouTube. That's what everybody does. In fact, speaking of new products, speaking of trailers on YouTube, one of the things we can go to, somebody that knows enough to do this, is AMD. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Radeon 7 trailer. Yep, red team all the way, baby. Here it goes. Red team. Red team, baby. Okay, yeah, so that is the Radeon 7 GPU. And that's what I was saying here, is like, if you're going to come out with a new product, make a snazzy trailer, throw it up on YouTube and have it available for schmoes like me that want to talk about it. I like to have a nice fancy trailer playing in the background when I'm talking about your product, and see, nreal didn't do that. I've scoured the web looking for some kind of trailer. Now, we will get back to the nreal in just 1 second here, but why don't we touch on the Radeon 7? Okay, so am I going 100% red team? No, I'm not. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So basically, this card is going to ship on February 7th for the low price of 700 bones. Yes, 700 bones. $699 US. Now, here's the deal. This is the first consumer-based 7 nanometer GPU. It has 16 gigs of HBM2 VRAM. It has a staggering 1 terabyte of memory bandwidth, which is more than double the RTX 2080. So it's 2 times better than the RTX 2080, right? Not exactly. The horsepower of this baby seems to be equivalent to an RTX 2080, give or take a few teraflops here and there. A 25% improvement in raw horsepower over the RX Vega 64, and unfortunately, no virtual link for you. There is no virtual link cable connector on the back of the Radeon 7. But you know what? This is coming out on February 7th. That is not very far away. It is available for $700. I mean, the hope here, see, honestly, I think the pricing is a little out of whack. I think this needs to be $599 or maybe even cheaper. And then it does put legitimate pressure on NVIDIA in a particular category of card. And, you know, this is another option, but this is what the red team is all about. You want that 7 nanometers. They did go to the 7 nanometers with this thing. That is why it's called the Radeon 7. And they did do some benchmarks of this showing that it has one extra frame exactly more than an RTX 2080 in like Battlefield 7 and one other game. Yeah, power consumption might be pretty good in terms of the power consumption. I mean, it is 7 nanometers, so obviously it's going to be a little bit less of a power drain, you'd have to imagine. That is the Radeon 7. I don't think this really factors into the mix. Like, when is the last time you have heard anybody talk about the RX Vega 64 and seriously compare that to any of the GeForce cards? You know, people just don't compare them head to head. There just hasn't been, like it isn't a tough decision. Now, if you are looking at either Intel CPUs or Ryzen CPUs, it's actually a bit of a tough decision because you think about all these extra cores. You think, if I'm going to be streaming stuff, if I'm going to be doing a lot of video editing and all of that, I'm kind of tempted to go to the Ryzen. And Intel, goddamn, they're charging so much. They're charging such a premium. It really becomes a situation where you're weighing the two possibilities, and a lot of people are willing to go down the Ryzen path for a CPU. For example, I did it because Intel was just charging too goddamn much money. But in the GPU market, it hasn't really worked out like that. I really wish it would, because we need legit competition with NVIDIA. We need NVIDIA to have some legitimate competition to kind of shave their prices downwards a little bit, but they just haven't had any pressure. Now, of course, Intel is going to get into the discrete GPU market, I believe, in 2020. Who knows what Intel will be able to bring to the table, but somebody's got to give NVIDIA a little bit of competition. I don't know that this will do it. Now, if they were able to price this at $499 US, if it was down to 500 instead of 700, then this could be a legitimate threat in a lot of ways to some of those lower end RTX cards. But right now, I don't know that it's that much of a threat. It's a good card for people that are really on the red team, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back over to nreal. You gotta get real with nreal. Okay, let's switch back to our webby browser window over here. And the one thing that we can do is we can go to the website of nreal. So we don't have an actual legitimate trailer, but we do have this fancy little website here. You get to see eyeballs up close. You get to see some clouds. You get to see a door opening. Discover nreal light. Okay, so the name of the company is nreal. The product is light. Okay, light is the product. Now let's go ahead and scroll down. I think we've seen all of this. Let's scroll down. Wow, there is a very bright color, and there's the glasses right there. Now I got to tell you guys, these glasses look pretty dope, because remember what I was talking about? I was talking about those Intel, it was the Intel Vaunt glasses, right? I was saying we've got to get to the point where these glasses are not that much bigger than a regular pair of standard normal glasses. And, you know, let's give credit where credit is due, because nreal, this is why they're calling it the nreal light, because it is lightweight. It is not a huge, giant monstrosity. I mean, this is so much smaller than Magic Leap, so much smaller than HoloLens, and, you know, it is lightweight. It says nreal light, the first ready-to-wear mixed reality glasses that is both lightweight and comfortable. A double dipper. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. You can see 85 grams. Look at that. Available in a lot of different colors as well. 85 grams. That is nice. Of course, they have all the marketing going on. They got the orange one over here with the nreal logo on the side. 52 degrees. Okay, 52 degrees on the FOV. Yet offering a broad viewing angle at 52 degrees. It was funny because I was watching the MRTV breakdown on this. You know, Sebastian was there, and they had a representative of nreal right there. And Sebastian was like, bigger than Magic Leap. Yeah, by like 1 degree. Like 1 degree bigger than Magic Leap. So we're still not really there. And then when HoloLens 2.0 comes out, HoloLens 2.0 is supposed to be about 60 degrees, so it's going to bypass this, but this is really very small, very lightweight. I mean, you could wear these to Starbucks and people might not think you're a weirdo, but if they look closer, they probably will think you're a weirdo, because they'll notice little things on there and they'll be like, oh my God, this dude is filming me. I can't believe it. Okay, and then what does it say here? Simultaneous location and mapping SLAM. 6 degrees of freedom spatial tracking. So it does have some 6 degrees of freedom spatial tracking. Okay, now what is the nreal thing? Well, it's actually a combination of things. So you have nreal light, which is the glasses that you wear in your head. And then now what this is called toast. This is nreal toast. It's supposed to be the size of a small piece of toast. I don't know. Normally, a piece of toast is a little bit bigger than that, but if they want to call this toast, it's fine with me. Now, inside this toast, you got a Snapdragon 845. There's no 5G modem or anything like that. It's not a snappy 855, but it is a snappy 845. Not bad. This thing is going to go basically like in your pocket. Very similar to the puck that comes with Magic Leap, and it's going to be using a USB-C cable that will tether to your glasses, kind of an over-the-shoulder design for that wire that's then going to go to your nreal toast, which is going to sit in your pocket. And then, of course, now you got light, you got toast, but you also got the Oreo. Yes, you got the Oreo cookie, and the Oreo cookie is basically like some type of little controller thing that you basically hold in your hand. It's basically got a touchpad. It's got, unfortunately, 3 degrees of freedom on the tracking there. So the Oreo is not 6 degrees of freedom, but the actual headset itself is 6 degrees of freedom. The hardware platform on Toast, as we can see, Snappy 845. It is using an Android operating system. SDK available on Unity and Unreal for development. The SLAM, simultaneous location and mapping. You got 6 degrees of freedom tracking for the actual glasses themselves. Plane detection, object detection, 85 grams on the weight on the glasses. Controller leaves a little bit to be desired here. I mean, I don't think we're going to be playing any high. I mean, how are you going to play like an intense kind of a game? Does it have a button? See, it looks like this is a trackpad. That looks like it says OK. Could that be a button right there? Maybe there could be some buttons on it. I don't know. I know MRTV, I know Sebastian has some new videos of this, or I mean, he has multiple videos of this. So I don't know if he got a chance to actually hold the Oreo. What are his thoughts on the Oreo? But this is an interesting little thing right here. This nreal light, it's kind of interesting. Sebastian in his videos was saying that it looked really good. He thought it looked really amazing. He thought it looked better than what he's seen with Magic Leap, better than what he's seen with HoloLens. Of course, the thing is, when you're talking about something and you've got like the company spokesman right there, and they're giving you like an exclusive video interview and all of that, you're probably not going to talk a lot of smack with the guy right there in your face, and he's just giving you this exclusive interview and you're popping it on YouTube and all of that. So I don't know. I mean, I really wonder if you have a Magic Leap 1 that is sitting right there, you've got a HoloLens that's sitting on the table, you've got an nreal that's sitting on the table, and you use all three of them all day long for several hours each. Are you really going to walk away with the nreal as your primary one that you've picked? Maybe, I don't know. But this does look like an interesting thing to consider. Now, this is going to be coming out. It's going to be releasing somewhere around the third quarter of 2019. Supposedly, you're going to be able to order it online worldwide. And the price is going to be in the range of $1,000. So right around $1,000, third quarter 2019. But the one thing that I will say in regards to all of this AR stuff is it really appears like there's going to be a lot of competition that is coming in this AR game. And this is going to continue to happen year after year after year. These things are going to get better and better and better. And that's why I try to tell you guys, man, AR is coming for you, baby. It is coming for you. I know a lot of you guys hate AR. You hope AR dies in a boat fire. You don't want to hear it. You don't think you're ever going to play games with AR glasses. But I'm telling y'all, it's coming for you. I still feel it is many, many years away, but it is encouraging. It's encouraging to see these things. Of course, we lost Meta. We lost Meta with the Meta 2. They're out of business. So we just lost one. But now we got nreal. So you lose one, you gain one. It's kind of like that. Okay, what else did we want to get into? Okay, so there are some other AR goggles that are going on out there. We've got the Realmax Qian AR glasses. So let me go ahead and go back to our Webby browser window here. Let's go ahead and switch back to the Webby browser. And I could go over here. So yeah, Realmax Qian. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but this is a lightweight, fully wireless AR/VR hybrid. So we've got an actual hybrid here with a 100-degree field of view. Now you want to talk about a dorky looking pair of things that's on your head. This thing is kind of weird. This thing is kind of strange. We got some faraway pictures here of two people that are wearing them. Realmax Qian AR glasses being used in a large multi-wear environment. Okay, I don't know if we have any other additional pictures here. No, that's something else. And then we've got a picture of this guy up here. So basically, it's lightweight, tetherless, and offers a very wide-angle video display by augmented reality headset standards. Co-developed by a former Microsoft executive and a Chinese company working together. Now, this is using a Snapdragon 835. Which is what the Oculus Quest is using, by the way. It also has a proprietary 16:9 visual system that was bright, vividly colored, and detailed in their hands-on testing. This is VentureBeat. That was there. Though the headset isn't as fancy looking as Magic Leap 1, it features a much wider 100.8-degree field of view. And the Realmax also claims that it can be shifted from AR to VR modes, although they were unable to try that in their actual demo. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, they said that The screens are paired with binocular 6 DOF tracking, a 9-axis IMU sensor so that wearers can actually move around in a 3D space, see virtual objects that appear to be real or as real as the snappy 835 can potentially make them look. They demoed a fairly convincing 3D model of a car that could be inspected up close from any angle, and multiple headsets on the same wireless network can let users interact with one another using virtual objects within an actual physical space. Okay, so that's unfortunately, guys, I was late to the party on this one. I was just reading about this actually right before our show was about to start, so I didn't get all the details on this. But you know what? I can go ahead. I do have some footage. All I did was I grabbed a very short MRTV thing that, see, here's him wearing it. Now this is actually, I think he's speaking in German here. This was a shorter video that he was doing in German. Let me go ahead and pump up the volume. Let's see here.
Die wurde gestern hier auf der CES erstmal bekannt gegeben.
Yeah, I believe he's speaking German there. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't speak German. But look at all that crap on the top of that head. That is a weird looking thing, guys. That is really quite weird looking. You can't see his pupils, so like how AR is this? It isn't very AR, because I thought one of the whole things about AR, like one of the big deals about AR here is that the key for AR is that you're not isolated from the rest of the world, that your wife can look you in the eye. You can see your dog and cat walking around. And so, yeah, maybe you can see your cat and dog walking around by using these things. I imagine it's bringing the real world into it, but you sure as hell cannot see any kind of pixels there. And it's got a lot of weird things that are going on. It is a weird contraption, but you know, hey, I'm not one to hate. Who knows? This could be an incredible device. You just never know. But yeah, that is Sebastian there wearing this very interesting headset. This is the Realmax Qian AR glasses. Again, companies out there, if you're going to bring a new product to the forefront, please create a really nice YouTube trailer that we can all download, so we can have a nice YouTube trailer to be able to break down. And unfortunately, we don't have a nice YouTube trailer of this, so we basically just got Sebastian talking to this guy and moving around, and kind of, you know, you can see it's got a thing on the back of it. The head strap doesn't look incredibly comfortable there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and see what some of the people are talking about here in chat. When Soldier Boy HMD, is that the Soldier Boy HMD? I don't know. Let's see. So Push the Button says it's 110 FOV. That is what Sebastian said. Airman929565 says, can anybody just give all the correct info on these goddamn HMDs like they want to keep it a secret? Well, basically, they want to try to slowly unveil. They want to try to keep the hype out there. So they don't want to give every little bit of juicy info away, because like HTC said, they've got lots more to talk about in the coming weeks and the coming months. If they gave us a giant info dump all in one day, they'd have nothing to talk about. Oh, okay, so look at, he's taking that. Oh, so that's the VR mode. Okay, so I guess he had that panel on. That would be the VR mode. It blocks out everything. So it's got VR mode, AR mode. Interessante. Yeah, see, I haven't actually watched this video. I'm a little bit late to the game on this Qian one. I haven't seen the videos on Qian yet. Let's see. Hussein X says MRTV showcased OHO. It was tethered to an external 5G modem. Yeah, we kind of knew about that. Scrolling down here a little bit more. Shirzad Khan City says AR will become a thing when there's nothing on our faces. That's going to take a little bit of while. I think AR will become a thing when they look like those nreal glasses. The nreal glasses were not that bad. Those nreal glasses, if those nreal glasses could do a 200-degree field of view with incredible AR, it'll be a thing at that point. People aren't going to have a problem just putting on sunglasses. AR will become a very big thing when it's that good and it's that small. Crunchy says, I also don't think people should be able to see what you are seeing either. But a big part of AR is you do want to be able to see the other person's pupils, kind of. I mean, I always heard that that was a big part of the whole AR thing. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, I know this show was kind of crazy. I know we were kind of all over the place a little bit. But you know what? It is what it is. I got to try to do the best job I can. Lots of PC problems, weird camera problems. Look there's some close-ups of this weird looking thing. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely need to check out all these different videos and kind of, it almost look, does that like a Leap Motion that's on the front of it? Does it have like a Leap Motion right on there? But anyway, I will definitely take a look at all of this stuff over the course of the next day and get a little bit more info on this. But I was a little bit late to the party. Dealing with a lot of PC problems. Okay, going to switch over here to our typical background. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of VR365. Once again, I do want to apologize for not having a show yesterday. Of course, our tagline is VR365, VR gaming news and discussion, 365 days a year. Give or take about 24 days. And we've now missed like, I don't know, 4? Have we missed like 4 days or so since I started doing this? We have missed a few days here and there. It is going to happen. There are occasionally going to be problems, kerfuffles, and issues. So, you know, it is one of those things. But basically, that's going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of our show. I will certainly be back, hopefully, at our normal bat time, normal bat channel, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Is tomorrow Friday? Let me double check. Yeah, today's Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So we will be back tomorrow on Friday. I will try to look at a bunch more of this CES stuff, watch a bunch more videos, get a bunch more information. Kind of a CES wrap-up is maybe what we'll get into tomorrow. We might get back into some regular gaming stuff. Tabletop Gods is out there and available. At first, we didn't know what day it was going to come out. It was like a general January game. Tabletop Gods is out and available, and a lot of people are liking it. I have not played it myself personally, but I've heard some good reviews about Tabletop Gods. You might want to take a look into that. Megalith, of course, is available on PlayStation VR. That's another one that I don't have personally. I have heard good things about Megalith for PSVR. Alrighty, that's going to go ahead and do it. I'll see everybody tomorrow around 11 a.m. Pacific time. See you guys then. Take it easy. Later.